Some of our larger properties, you may come up across a larger fire alarm system which has its own controllable panel, which should look something like this. They do vary model to model. This is the most common one that you will find in most of our properties. Now we're just going to give you a very quick guide how to reset this in the event of a false alarm. By that I mean, for example, someone burning toast and setting the alarm off, particularly if it's outside of office hours and we can't help you. So we're just going to show you how to do that very quickly. Obviously, what I should point out first of all is that if there is even the smallest suggestion that there may be a real or actual fire or threat, then our advice as always is to get out of the property immediately and call the fire brigade. These instructions only apply where you know it's been set off in error by, like I say, for example, someone burning some toast. So we're just going to show you quickly now by zooming in on the alarm panel here what you need to do. So as you can see, there's a power button on at the moment and nothing else lit up. That's the power button there. For my glamorous assistant. If there's any other buttons lit up there, it means there's a fault on it. At the minute it's working fine, it's just a power button on. These buttons here will, one or more of them will flash if there is an error on the system. So if someone, for example, does burn toast, then some of these other buttons will light up and the alarm will sound, which if there isn't a fire will be quite annoying. So what you need to do to silence it first of all is you need to get access to the panel. You do that by pressing first the access button and then 5 followed by 1 followed by 4. So that's access 514. You'll see that the controls enable button then lights up. That's telling you've got access to now get into the panel to reset it. What you'll now need to do to silence any alarms going off is simply press the silence alarm buttons to the left there, which is button 1. That will then silence any alarms that are going off. What you can then do once the smoke has dissipated, and you may need to kind of waft a towel or a pillow, etc., just to get rid of that sort of burnt toast smell in the air, so the system doesn't pick it up. You then hit button 2, which is the reset system. That will then reset the alarm and it will check that there is no longer a fault and it will reset itself to how it should be. So just to recap that, you're hitting the access, then 514. That gets you in with the controls enable light on. You then press button 1 to silence the alarms. Once that alarm has been silenced and the smoke is gone, you then hit the button 2, which is reset alarm, or the reset system button. That should then reset the alarm back to its original non-fault state, so the light should then go off. From that point again, to lock the alarm panel again, you then do the reverse of what you did previously, which is access, and then 5, followed by 1, followed by 4. That controls enable light will now go off and the panel is back to as it should be with just the power light on. So that's a pretty straightforward way of doing it. If for any reason there is still a fault showing, then you will need to ring the office on 0113 816 0131 and we'll get someone, an electrician out to come and have a look at that for you. Like I say, once again, if there is any suggestion that there is a real threat or real fire, then obviously please make sure you do get out of the property and don't attempt to fiddle with the alarm or do anything else. Just simply vacate and call the fire brigade. But if it is a false alarm, hopefully those instructions will help you reset that. Any problems, let us know. Thank you.